At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So SMU's offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one. And they got him for the sack. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Avila. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Mustangs are flying down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Minnesota's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there off.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They'll give it to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Complete on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he can't hit. Down. Football, a big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sideline, it's Woodside. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Off-play action on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Power football with the run. Tackled there by the defense. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Forced out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play, and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustang! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, a fourth down.
They move the tight end all over. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And the Golden Gophers have enough for the first down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
14, Minnesota, 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Handoff from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. On the move, it's Pope.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up fourth down.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
He leaves it with his back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pick.
Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackle.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wants to pass. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty. Ten yards will replay the down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Trying to get to it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Liberty overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Lynchburg, these Flames gotta be thrilled with the result. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, you can tell quarterbacks and wide receivers nowadays, they're so in sync. They understand so much of the details of watch the receiver go deep, sell it, and then sit down. That ball's out, making its way to the wide receiver. Nice pitch, nice catch.
He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
21, Minnesota, 14.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
Man, that is a huge missed opportunity for this offense. When big plays like that present themselves, you have got to hit them. Receiver did a great job with his route. He was able to get behind coverage. He had a step on his man. Quarterback's got to be able to make that throw.
Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the gun. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. We saw that there on the incompletion.
He wants to throw it again. He got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Woodside. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Moving out of the pocket. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, we see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
1st down here for the offense. The back goes in motion. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Catch in the middle. It's Woodside. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was spelling that end zone on that return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
From the gun, running back gets to give. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add...
And the quarterback runs out of time. And the 38.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him...
He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Movement here from the tight end. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Tripped up for the tackle. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field. A top 5 rivalry, and it's gone final. Oregon State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Beavs had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top. Fires and picked off. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Dickey. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. And the Mustangs will try to punch it in on first and goal. The give from the gun. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He's going to pass. The short hand, it's Pope. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on first down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He makes the connection. Open space at the 25. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Gophers team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Dances away from the Heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Makes the grab on the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your deep.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Dialing up a second down pass play. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Glow. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He'll just keep slinging it. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Working that left side now. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. Smashes through. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback checking the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Offense.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One more play to pad the stats. And back to the air on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing.